Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today there was just this energy that I was feeling about communication, something wanting to come through, to talk to you, to give you a message. I feel like it's something that's been irritating you for a little while or kind of just holding you back a little bit. And when I pulled the cards, it's very interesting. I pulled the cards from the Woodland Wardens and communication fell out. A big cock there with sunflowers. So the rooster and the sunflower, sorry, not what I said. So this is an energy of, wanting to be heard. Somebody here wants to be heard, whether that's you or there's somebody around you that wants to be heard. And it's almost like they want to bring something refreshing, something new, something bright and inspiring. I also got protection and independence as well. So there could be an energy, this type of person could be very, or have been very protective of themselves, or maybe deep down they're quite protective of you and very independent. This person may come across as sort of like they just do their own thing. They don't really seem bothered by anything or anybody. They're probably a little bit of a lone wolf, I'm feeling. So I kind of felt like this is about some kind of connection, and this has been coming through a little bit strong lately of somebody wanting to communicate with somebody else. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, which is the messages of love. So let's just see, what is this communication that's coming towards you right now? What is it that wants to be communicated to you? Destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. So this could be somebody that perhaps seems a little bit like they don't know whether they're coming and going. This could be you yourself if you're feeling a little bit like you don't know what direction to take. You're not really sure what it is that you want. We have, I've spoken about it before, the web of Wyrd, W-Y-R-D. Web of Wyrd is your fate, if you like. And within that web are all these threads, which is destiny. And there are so many threads. And I feel like as we move through from the 3D into the 5D, or however you want to think of it. But the interconnectedness of all of these threads of energy, we're becoming more and more aware of them. And in becoming more and more aware of them, it's like an overwhelming field full of choice almost. And for some people, it's difficult to actually decide on a path, on a destiny, because we're constantly like hopping on different timelines and confusing the hell out of ourselves. So I do sense that somebody, either yourself or this person, is feeling very confused about what that destiny is, the direction that they want to take. So let's get some more information on this. So they might want to communicate that to you. It's like, I don't know what my destiny is. I don't know what I want. Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. So this person could have maybe chased you or has been chasing you. And maybe they're starting to get fed up of doing that now and they're kind of going their own direction. Or this could have been you. Maybe you were the person chasing quite a bit and you've had a realization of like, actually, this is exhausting now. Maybe this isn't the destiny for me. Maybe this isn't the path for me. There's a lot about illusion as well to do with this. It's almost like, am I chasing or am I not chasing? Does this person make you feel like you are chasing, but you're not sure whether you are or not? But this feels like there's a discord in a particular connection here, but there's still a connection. It's very confusing. But it may be this communication is about to become more clear. So what is the clarity of this communication that's coming in now? Reflection. So being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So we were just talking about clarity, weren't we? So this person, I feel, has had some time to reflect on themselves, what they want, who they truly are. And I feel like you've both kind of mirrored each other, or you've both said things to each other that have made you go away and look at that. And you both seem to be willing to do work on yourselves independently. There's the cat. And you're both protecting this. It feels like you're both kind of wanting to protect this particular connection. Like you can't seem to let it go. Let's see what else we have. Oh, thanks. Did a little dance with that one. Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. So somebody here feels like they made a mistake. Now, this could be that as soon as I said that, you might have just had a moment of thinking about a point within this connection where you feel that there was some kind of mistake. Now, what I've just got from that is that you did have a bit of a relationship with this person, but not for very long. It wasn't really a long lasting relationship, or you just kind of dated a little bit or something. Enough to know there's a connection there, enough to know that. But things maybe weren't the right, it was almost like right person but wrong time is how it feels. Why do these cards always try and land in my coffee cup? New chapter, I'm trying to move on. So I do feel like maybe one of you again or both of you have tried to move on from each other, but are finding you kind of gravitate back to each other. And I'm feeling that the new chapter now is actually about realizing, you know, it's almost like being illuminated that maybe I'm going against the grain when I always come back to you. Maybe we should just start a new chapter, you know, wipe the slate clean and try again. Got inseparable on the bottom there. So it's almost like our love is always there despite the distance. You always are thinking about each other, always coming back to each other, it feels. But there's something blocking the path, something that stops you from feeling like you can be together. Reveal, I want to tell you the truth. So that's the communication that's coming in, is there's some truth that's going to be spoken here. I do feel that you guys, you and this person have been to some kind of like sacred sites together, or, you know, done something very specific together as like a trip or something like that. I mean, there's a church on there. It could be going to like a church. It feels like a place, like holy places or sacred places, you know. And I feel like there's a lot of memories around that, even though it wasn't a long-term relationship. Let's get another one on here. Overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. So I feel like you're both feeling like this. You're like frustrated, don't know what the direction is, and there definitely needs to be a clarifying conversation that comes through. So that's what this card is about. You know, this conversation is coming in. I feel like the sunflowers are signifying, you know, this is about the time of year where sunflowers are starting to come out. So it's around now that this is about to take place. So let's see what this truth is, shall we? What is this truth that needs to come out? Justice. Okay. So this truth is about, I feel maybe where there's been, I don't want to say betrayal, but somebody hasn't dealt with things in the way that they could have in the past. You know, we saw mistakes on there. Somebody feels like they did something perhaps behind your back or against you. They did it without integrity, or without really thinking about the consequences of that, of how that was going to impact you or affect you. It could be the other way around though. So flip it if that doesn't resonate with you, but it does the other way around, you know what I mean? But don't make anything fit just for the sake of it. Okay, so the truth here is that I feel like this person feels that they manifested you into their life, and they do want this fresh start. They want this sort of new beginning with you, but they've got to burn away some stuff that's hanging over them from the past. You know, there is this energy of like there's an ick around things that may have happened, but it feels like, you know, perhaps you got a lot going on in your life at the time, or they got a lot going on, or both, and you both needed that space to kind of get your stuff together, but the energy never went away. You still really inspire each other. You bring a lot of joy to each other, and you're starting to realize that actually this connection isn't going away. It's always there, and you kind of, maybe you're both getting thoughts about each other. You know, you bring a lot of there's a lot of inspiration coming out of this. And we've got the Four of Wands on the bottom as well, which this can sometimes signify like union, marriage, foundation, you know, things coming together, being a strong, solid structure, and freedom as well. I feel like the energy of this is you're both very independent and very protective people, protective of your own energy, but maybe protective of each other as well. And even though there's a lot of overwhelm and lack of like knowing what direction to take, it does feel like you've never really spoken about that. You've never really talked about that. But you've both gone and reflected on yourselves, and you're both kind of ready for a new chapter. So let's see what else we have about the truth of this. So let's see what is the truth of what this person's thinking right now about you. This keeps coming out a lot lately as well. What is this person thinking about you right at this time? Okay, I feel like they want to nurture you. Like they feel like you need looking after right now. Like they want to make you feel comfortable. You know, like if somebody's not very well or something like that, and you want to kind of bring that person a blanket or make them some soup or just make them feel comfortable and safe. It feels like that. Like they want to place you in this nest and sort of just look after you. Yeah, they want to kind of like just help you to repair things in your heart. And again, you could flip that around if you feel like that's you about this person. You just want to care about them. You just want to look after them. You want to help them through a healing process. What else do we have? How else are they feeling about you? Why do they want to do that though? Four of Swords. Why? Why do they want to look after you? Not like in a, you know, a patronising way either, you know. It's more of a, I really care. Now we've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So there's been an element of sort of like, they have been worried about you, I feel. They've been worried about how you are and what's going on with you. They're trying not to worry, but at the same time, they're feeling that. And they've realised, like, actually, you know, instead of worrying, I can take action. I can do something to help. I can be there for this person. Something's changed. Something has like opened a new door of perspective for this person, and they're starting to realise actually what they can do, how they can be, and what works. You know, they want to put things right, I feel. And again, this could be on your side if you're feeling like, I really want to communicate with this person. I want to put things right. I want to bring a new chapter to this. I want to start again. It's what it feels like. And I'm definitely getting this energy of like itchy feet, like wanting to go places, wanting to do things. Yeah, you both come from a place of wounding. You both come from a place of, you may have been hurt before in the past, but you've learned the lessons of the past and you just keep getting up and keep going. You're a very strong, determined person, both very independent, very protective. Like warrior kind of energy I'm getting from this. It's like two flipping Viking warriors wandering through the world, trying to do your best and not backing down. There's a lot of stability and security here as well, which I think you feel from each other, which you haven't felt before. And it's taken a long time to come round to actually that's what feels safe. So let's see if there's an outcome on this. So what outcome can you expect from this communication? Reminiscing about the past. So you're going to be talking about the past a lot. Things that have happened. Like we said before, where was it? About regret, was it? Yeah, basically just reflecting on things and picking over the bones of the past. It's going to bring a lot of illumination, you know. There's a lot of energy of someone kind of working through, saying about how it was their pride that kind of got in the way of them being able to come forward any sooner than now, that kind of thing. But I feel like this conversation, it's not going to be heavy. It's going to be quite light-hearted, but heartfelt, you know. Just kind of going over the difference between how you felt, how they felt from the past. But what it's going to lead to is a completion of a cycle, okay? It's going to help you to either get closure and move forward, or to actually complete the cycle together and move forward in a new chapter. For some of you, I feel it's more that. And there's something about these sacred sites and things like that, like going on adventures, if you like, or going to different places and things like that. There's a real strong bond between you. It feels very safe and secure, and that you can trust it. You know, it's very protected. It feels very, very protected. So what else do we have coming from here? I'm getting an initial R, an A, darker hair as well. Okay, yeah, so someone has been patiently waiting for the right time here, but now is the right time for them to take a leap of faith towards you. And they want some balance. They want some, there's going to need to be flexibility within this as well. And I think that's what you're both understanding is perhaps before there wasn't really an element, it was too rigid in what expectations were. Whereas now you're going to be discussing getting flexibility. What are your expectations? What are mine? Getting a balance. But there's a lot of fun in this. It feels like very fun. You're going to be doing a lot of fun things, I feel, through the summer and through to the autumn, definitely. Didn't pick any runes, did I? Let's pick some runes around this. So what is the energy of this for you today? New beginnings, Bacano, and truth as well. This contains a hidden truth. So one of you or both of you is holding something back that you're not expressing, but I think that's about to come out. There always is a time to take action. It's kind of like the thorn in your side of like, it's time. It's like that you're going to feel uncomfortable until you actually move. Like say if you sat on a thorn or something, you'd be like, that really hurts. Okay, but you still sat on it. Like move. Move yourself and then you'll feel comfortable. And Yera. So that was a bit like the Knight of Pentacles, where it's like it's been a slow process. It has been moving very slowly, but I've come round to the idea of like, you know, I feel like I keep coming back round to this. And that means there needs to be a completion to this cycle. There needs to be something completed here in order to move forward. But Yera can also be about, you know, the work that you've done through the year, and now it's harvest time. It's time to reap the rewards of the work that you've done. And that realization of like, I can accept the fruits of my labor. Why not? Now, if this reading resonates with you and you would like to know more, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. It is Wyrd Wednesday today. That's what I'm calling it. So if you would like to drop me a message with your questions, I am offering a discounted rate on readings just for today. So if you don't book in time on a Wednesday, then I'm afraid you lose out on that. But if you do manage to get in quicker, then I'm doing these for, you can have a whole reading done for £40 just today. But you need to get in before 5 p.m. UK time on Wednesday. Have a blessed day.